Fisher, I know you think the shortest distance to solving this problem is to go after Shetland. You might be right. Unfortunately, the diplomatic situation surrounding the Walsh incident is not softening. We are less than 24 hours from open war on the Korean Peninsula. We've located the battery that launched the missile against the Walsh. If there is any credence to the North Korean claim that the launch was unintentional, we need to prove it. And fast.
I've been reverse engineering the data you recovered from Zerkezi's computer in New York. Zerkezi's algorithm is an advanced extrapolation of the mass kernels made infinitely more complex by recursion through Dvorak. I think that if you can access the BIOS memory of the missile launchers at the battery, I should be able to ID a fingerprint that the algorithm would have left on the system.
Fisher, it's starting to look like war is unavoidable. JCOS is asking all sources for current division-level intelligence.
So, besides stopping World War III, is there anything else I can do for you this evening?
The base commander should have up-to-date intel about NKA divisional strength down the Kaesong-Munsan approach.
I'll try to schedule an appointment with his secretary.
Fisher, since everyone is asking everyone for intel, I'd love to have a few chips at the big table.
What can I get you, Will?
Looks like this battery has repair and maintenance capability for mechanized warfare support. Any shipping or repair logs you can recover would be a big help.
I'll find what I can.
Not exactly. It's just not that hard to count 8 giant rays. Look, I will double check. If you screw this up, I'm going to capture it for you.
In other news, national home renovation and hardware supplier Handy Hardwood launched its official Support Our Troops campaign today. Customers are invited to come out and fill out cards and letters of encouragement to our nation's fighting men and women. For each card filled out, Handy Hardwood offers lumber and materials valued at $10. Give our boys a
Who
hand.
killed Rex? Hey, come on! Come out! You cannot hide forever! No address.
That's our work done. Let the control room take over.
Who's in the control room?
How should I know?
So what? You're just going to leave the missile hanging there?
Order. Deliver cargo to Golden Bay at facility 27 Tex 290. Nothing in there about working a bunch of tanks.
That's easy.
What was that? Gotta keep my eyes wide open. Thermal imaging. Check. Check. Unfusing. Check. Alright. Kepler. Database online. Array. Mapping. Radar. Check. Coordinate. Mapping subsystem. Check. Coordinate. Checker. Check. Inertial. Tracer tracker. No, that's right. Casing. Secure.
Sir, we have finished our preliminary inspection of the West launcher.
And what is your report, Captain?
We did every test we could, sir.
And?
And, well, there was no malfunction, sir.
No malfunction. Curious. There is an $80 billion warship on the bottom of the sea, sunk by a missile that left this battery. The world is less than 12 hours from a war that will kill millions of people. And you're telling me that there was no malfunction?
We checked everything, sir. I assure you.
Well, Captain, the only two people in this building who could authorize that launch without approval are you and I. I know I did not do it, so if it wasn't a malfunction, I want you to run every test again. Then run whatever test the captain forgot until you find out what the hell happened with my missile. Sir! Yes, sir! Get out of my sight!
That seals it. The missile came from here, but they didn't launch it intentionally.
So that's a good thing. We can avoid a war.
Problem is that someone launched the missile intentionally.
Isn't that someone Doug Shetland using Zerkezi's algorithms?
That seems likely, but I still need to see if there's a Dvorak fingerprint on the BIOS of the launcher that fired the missile.
I see what you're thinking, Fisher.
If they're just going to throw protocol to the wind and leave the warhead case unlocked.
Even detonating them won't destroy the battery.
No, but it will make an awful big mess.
Thermal imaging. Check. Check. Unfusing. Check. Terminal guide. Here's NAC. Check. Image correlator. Check. Active image marker. Check. Target. Guide. Check. Thermal imaging. Check. Receiver. Check. Unfusing. Check.
We are the fierce and loyal siblings of a great and tireless nation.
This should not be open.
Alright, that opened the casing. You can access the motherboard on the launcher itself and recover any routing data from the BIOS.
Am I seeing things? I could have sworn this was off.
Good work, Sam. I'm scanning the BIOS now. Yeah, that's a Dvorak fingerprint.
Where did it come from? Hokkaido? The displaced offices?
Seoul.
What? As in South Korea? Are you telling me the U.S. just got drawn into a war protecting the people that sank the Walsh?
I can't trace it back farther than Seoul.
Well, what do I do?
Sweet Jesus, Fisher. The NKA just committed. They're coming across the DMZ. We're at war.
Why? We just found proof they didn't launch the missile.
Good Lord, speaking of missile launches, that battery just lit up like a smoker getting off an airplane.
They're not targeting our ships, are they?
Active radar is up. Looks like a launch is imminent. Fisher, you need to abort that missile.
You got it, boss.
Database online.
Good work, Fisher.
I'm uploading the arming sequence codes for Grim. Lambert, if worst comes to worst, and I'm still here.
You don't even need to say it, Sam.
What was that?
Black hell! You're too late.
The warhead won't arm until it's a few hundred meters from its target. If I can dig up the abort codes.
Good thinking. Check launch control directly under the platform.
I'm on my way.
Make it fast, Fisher. Flight time on that missile is 3 minutes.
The missile is away. Time to target. 3 minutes.
Track target. Primary. Carrier. Bearing 218. Range
1120 kilometers. Confirm.
Primary target is on scope. All green. Set to trap 1 through 12.
1 through 12. Confirm.
Engagement interface is online. Target tracking active.
Check.
Flight path and targeting computer are showing all green.
Good work, Sam. Those are the abort codes.
I still need to bypass the override circuit from the missile control room.
Hurry. The missile is closing on the USS Ronald Reagan at top speed.
Hold on. Did you just tell me I need to win one for the Gipper?
Dude, what does that even mean?
Never mind. You're right, Grim. I am old.
Primary target acquired. Ready to fire.
Stand by for fire order.
Standing by to fire.
Stand by to designate next target.
Standing by to designate next target.
Good job, Sam. Missile aborted.
That's it? It's dust?
No, but the warhead can't arm. Even if it gets past the Reagan's phalanx, it'll hit the hull and crumple like a beer can.
Crumpling beer cans. That's what sailors are best at, I guess.
Very funny. You need to make your way to extraction.
Right. I'm on my way.
Initial estimates place the combined casualty count for the first 24 hours at, oh my God, 6,000? Is this a typo?
90% or more of those are enemy casualties. Estimates put our losses at less than 1,000 men.
Less than 1,000? You say that like it's a good thing.
Sir, it's paranoia. Our saber rattling has their leadership in a panic. It's a preemptive strike. Our own intelligence indicates that they didn't launch that missile intentionally. And until we can prove it, Seoul is on the block.
What are our military options for holding the city?
No reasonable strategic assessment has ever claimed it was possible without nuclear capability. And if that's the way it has to be...
38 hours ago, the NKA committed to open war on the Korean Peninsula. We've known for 50 years that their objective would be to capture Seoul within 72 hours. It appears they have a real shot at it. South Korean and U.S. forces are using orchestrated retrogrades to channel individual NKA divisions along discrete corridors. 6 hours ago, the first of those divisions reached Seoul and is seeking to capture critical infrastructure. High on their list is a telecommunications switching station north of the city. Unfortunately, the IW attack that sank the Walsh came through this switching station. If the NKA gets their hands on that information, they'll be able to justify their invasion and possibly force the world to allow them to hold the country. We need to get that information before they do.
The information warfare attacks that launched the missile that sank the Walsh came through Seoul. I wasn't able to trace them back any further than the switching station, and I don't even know for sure that they didn't originate there. It's entirely possible that South Korea has manipulated us into war by forcing the North to attack the U.S. I would just try and hack my way in, but this is a fat, secure data pipe, and damage caused by the fighting has already isolated most of the entry ports. You need to get in there and recover the data manually, then broadcast it out point to point so we can take a closer look.